Timberwolves actively working to re-sign talented young guard. The Minnesota Timberwolves are quietly having one of the more stable off-seasons in the NBA. Unlike some of their Western Conference rivals who have undergone major shakeups, the Wolves have largely decided to keep their core intact. But that doesn't mean they are done making moves. According to a report from Jake Fisher of the Stein Line, Minnesota is actively working to re-sign guard Bones Hyland, a young player who has already spent some time with the team. Fisher noted that Minnesota still has 2 open roster spots heading into training camp, and that the front office would ideally like to bring Hyland back on board. That's a significant development, considering the winding path the 24-year-old has taken over the last 2 seasons. Hyland was originally under contract with the Los Angeles Clippers, who exercised their team option for the 2024-25 season. However, he was soon traded to the Atlanta Hawks, who promptly waived him. To make matters more complicated, the remainder of his contract was stretched over 5 years, making him a free agent sooner than expected. That opened the door for Minnesota, who signed him to a 2-way deal last season. Although Hyland only suited up for 4 games with the Timberwolves, his impact was enough to catch the attention of the coaching staff and front office. Now, instead of just being a short-term depth option, Hyland could return on a more meaningful contract. Financially, this could be a win for the Wolves. Hyland's last notable deal was worth $4.16 million, but because of the way his contract was handled during his exit from Atlanta, Minnesota might be able to keep him on a team-friendly agreement. That flexibility would give the Wolves the chance to strengthen their bench without straining their salary structure. The biggest question surrounding Hyland is what kind of production he can bring with consistent minutes. His time with the Clippers was limited, but he's already shown flashes of being a dynamic scorer. As a rookie with the Denver Nuggets, Hyland looked like a spark plug off the bench. In just under 19 minutes per game, he averaged 10.1 points, 2.7 rebounds, and 2.8 assists. He also shot 40% from the field and nearly 37% from 3, proving he could stretch the floor and keep defenses honest. His second season showed further growth. Hyland bumped his scoring average to 11.8 points while adding 3.1 assists per game in a similar role. But after being dealt to the Clippers in his 3rd year, things changed dramatically. A sharp reduction in playing time stalled his development. During the 2024-25 season with the Clippers, Hyland only logged about 11 minutes per game. Still, he managed to post 7.2 points, 1.2 rebounds, and 1.4 assists. Those numbers may not jump off the page, but they are impressive when you consider the limited opportunities he had. For Minnesota, the logic is clear: give Hyland more minutes in a defined role, and he could become a reliable scoring option off the bench. And that role could be very important this season. With veteran Mike Conley still holding down the starting point guard spot, the Wolves know they'll need reliable depth behind him. Hyland, with his quick first step and ability to create shots, could provide exactly that. Minnesota has also invested in young guards Rob Dillingham and Terrence Shannon Jr., 2 players they hope will grow into long-term contributors. Pairing them with Hyland would give the Wolves a versatile backcourt rotation that balances veteran leadership with youthful energy. For a Timberwolves team looking to build on last season's success, every roster decision matters. They've already proven they can compete at the top of the Western Conference. Adding Hyland to the mix could give them an extra scoring punch and some much-needed insurance at the guard position. At just 24 years old, Bones Hyland still has plenty of untapped potential. His early years in Denver proved he can be effective when trusted with real playing time. If Minnesota is willing to give him that chance, both sides could benefit. The Wolves appear committed to keeping their foundation steady while adding smaller but impactful pieces around the edges. Re-signing Hyland fits that strategy perfectly. It's not a blockbuster move, but it's the type of smart roster decision that can pay dividends over an 82-game season.